What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite channel on Hulu. Today we're looking at ticker symbol FISV, that is Fiserv. This is a viewer requested video. Finally getting around to it. The stock, as of this recording, is $58.21. It boasts a market cap of 31 billion, but don't let that get to your head because they have 28 billion in debt. They have sales of 21 billion. They are profitable at 3.4 billion, and they have cash at 798 million with gross margins at 59%, which is representative of a very high growth company. There are 534 million shares outstanding and 2% of the stock is being shorted. The quick ratio is a 1.03, which essentially means if they close their doors tomorrow, they will be able to pay off all their debts, notes, loans, IOUs, PTO accruals, and 401k matches if they have that. You can also find this stock in the S&P 500. So if you want to own the stock without all of the volatility of losing 75% of your assets temporarily, the S&P 500 might be for you. All right, looking at our daily chart here, there are nothing but platform gap downs. You can see jump, jump, major gap downs here. I do not anticipate the gap downs to stop as well. That's just my opinion. I'll show you that as we go along further. It does look like it is consolidating, but do not let that fool you, pretty please. Looking at our weekly chart here, it is down 75% from the all-time high back at $238 a couple years ago. I'm sorry, not a couple years ago, last year. Right now, the stock might attempt to break the 20 SMA. However, if it even gets there by the time the stock corrects again, it might not happen. Potential bear flag consolidation as well. And what we can see is our flagpole here and then the flag. But typically, this bear and bull flags have a slanted flag. So this could just be another drop consolidation, in my opinion. Gap down. So looking at a monthly chart again, down 75%. The stock beautifully kissed the 200 SMA and said, "I will see you later, alligator," and went down even further. The monthly trend, huge dump, big dump, major dump, once in a lifetime dump. I don't think so yet. More downside question mark. In my opinion, yes. And I'm going to show you exactly why. Looking at all of their data, the one thing that really hurts them the most is their 28 billion in debt. It does bring my price target down to $52.81. Analysts have the price target at $74.56, which I think it's lofty, but I don't think it's reasonable. And then this also kind of backs up my statement here. So looking at insiders, they only own not even 1% of the company. There's been a little bit of transactions here and there. Institutional data shows 94% ownership. That is old data. New data shows 91%. So we are seeing big money, hedge funds, institutions, banks, retirement systems sell out of Fiserv, which does kind of follow what I'm thinking. Looking at our next supports, we're looking at 46, 41, $33. And those are going to be these channels of support down below. And then if the stock does happen to reverse, we're looking at 67. And then 74 is essentially the bottom of this Darvis box right here. So that's going to be the 74 mark. It might come up and touch it, but I think it might touch it and then retract back down. It's very common. One stock that I've seen retrace extremely and continue its pattern down is VKTX, completely off topic, Viking Therapeutics. But that's another video I've done and it's been correct, unfortunately. So my whole thesis on this is wait. I have this pegged as a $52 stock, but I think as time goes on, it's going to be even less, honestly. I could even see the S&P 500 pulling Fiserv out before 2027. That would be a good Kalshi bet, pulling Fiserv out before 2027. If it continues going the way it is, they just signed a major contract this week, but man, such a fall from grace. Absolutely devastating. Let's go ahead and go into Thinkorswim and see if we can identify where the stock could be going based on our Fibonacci arcs. So you guys can't really see here, I don't think, in this screenshot, but you can see both of these candles. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Okay, both of these candles right here, extreme respect. There's 3 candles, extreme resistance, extreme support. This candle, extremely perfect. This was a year or 2 before the stock even dumped. This candle right here already signified what was going to happen. This was baked in over a year in advance. So let's go ahead and go into Thinkorswim so I can show you guys a little bit more, peel back the onion just a little bit more. So looking at Thinkorswim, and let's remove this for now. And again, the candles I was talking about perfectly kissed it right there. Great, again, kissed it perfectly right there. Resistance, great support, beautiful bounce off support. Absolutely stunning. So what I want to show you, and the purpose of this, I went from the cycle low to the cycle high, and the extreme respect of the candles show that if we can accurately map out where the stock's bottom will be, if that is correct, the Fibonacci arcs should be on point and give us extreme respect. So we're going to go from the cycle high to the cycle low. So 238.59. It's going to be about there. And then I think maybe it goes down far. And I'm looking, let's see if I can. I'm looking and I'm looking. I'm already, this is 2027. This would be extreme respect there in terms of the Fibonacci candles. That would have the stock at $17.73. The only way it gets that low is if we have a black swan event, which would not surprise me because I think we are due from the COVID 2019-2020. However, if we move it up a little bit, maybe if we go there, this is at $45.49 in June of 2026. I think it could go lower than 45. It's seen extreme volatility to the downside. So let's just leave it at that for now and check back. This is one of those stocks I regretted not getting into it back in 2019 around these $70, $67 levels because I watched it so much back when I was working at one of my old jobs. I was just monitoring stocks all the time. And then I just saw it rip from the 70s all the way to 200 and I was like, man, I missed the boat. But now I'm glad I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. It's part of the S&P 500. If you would have held the S&P 500 instead of this, you would be set up beautifully. So don't forget to take profits if you are in stocks long for years on end because they do correct naturally and organically. So I think this one's just going through a natural correction. We never really saw a downtrend for Fiserv unless you bought April 2021, you didn't get your money back until 2023. That's pretty much the only downtrend you've seen, really. So that's all I've got for you guys. I appreciate you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next one.